People are going to jail. People are going to jail and serving long jail sentences for getting involved with certain people. It's very important that you not be getting into these weird situations. And that's why I'm not on this, oh, scam, finesse, the bag, you, yeah, it's very serious, okay? Actually, I was watching this show because I used to watch the ID channel on YouTube like all the time, right? And this woman, she actually is spending the rest of her life in jail, and it really is just because of who she was dating, who she fell in love with, and all the things that she wanted to do to show him how much she loved him, okay? And I think everybody thinks that they are so far removed from these situations, and they're so far removed, like, oh, that'll never be me. No, this stuff is happening to people every day, just people that they're dating. And it was some girl that actually, I think the guy had actually liked her, or there was some situation going on with her. And she was like, it was some weird situation going on with the girl, but she wanted him, okay? She wanted him so bad that, and he told her, oh yeah, it was the wife. He was like, yeah, it's nothing I can do to get away from my wife. Oh, I wish I could get away from her. I just don't know what I can do. I wish there was some way to get rid of her or something like that. And she wanted him so bad that she went just because she loved him. It's not because she was crazy or anything like that, because this lady is smart. She's sane. She's cool. She's just a smart woman. And she went and just shot her. You know, she shot her, and she was like, it was honestly like a blackout period for me, because I made this decision just based off of love, based off of wanting to be with a man. And she said, if I had stronger influences in my life that told me that that's not okay, and that's not something that you need to do for love, and that's not love, then maybe I wouldn't have made that decision. You know, maybe I wouldn't have just done something like that. And you guys think it's crazy, but it's a lot of people who do this stuff literally every day. I just saw a video on Twitter where this girl literally ran over this girl because she was sleeping with her man. Literally about to serve a life sentence. And I think she had a kid too, a kid in the car. She's serving a life sentence now because she wanted to prove that she was that bitch, and she killed this girl because this girl was sleeping with her man. Some jabroni in the hood. In the hood. They was in the ghetto. She killed this man. She killed this girl over this guy. Now neither one of them going to get the guy. Now neither one of them going to get the guy, because one is dead and one is in jail for the rest of her life, and he's never going to visit her. He does not care. Okay? And now the baby doesn't have a kid. I mean, a mom. So it's really important that you deprioritize men and latching on to men, because there's so many women who do and make the wrong decisions all the time. I actually used to work with somebody who got married to a guy who the guy kind of took care of her, but not that well. Like, he was okay, right? After it took her so long to get out of debt, when she divorced him, she had to move to another city to get away from him just to clear her mind. And he kept, because he had all of her social security number and everything, he kept signing up for shit, like subscriptions and shit, like Comcast subscriptions that were in her name. So it was left on her to pay it back. And then she didn't even know about like taking him to court and all of that stuff. She couldn't really afford a lawyer because she was in so much debt after she got away from him. But that's what he was doing to spite her. This is why it's very, very important that you are very choosy about the partners that you pick. You know, this is not stuff that does not happen, you know. I also and she was only working a job making like $10 an hour plus tips. So she's trying to pay off her debt, take care of her kid, and handle this divorce shit. Divorce stuff is already expensive. It doesn't matter what job you work in. It already is expensive. Then I knew a doctor who married another doctor. Yeah, she married another doctor. They got a house together real quick because she was so pressed to latch on to somebody and to say that she was a doctor who married another doctor. So y'all listen to this. You guys listen to this. She was so pressed to marry a doctor just to say that she was married, and so she could fit in with her other married friends who were doctors. This guy ended up quitting. He quit after they bought the house. So now all of the finances were now on her. She was so serious about marrying and getting a man and being married just to say that she was a wife, and he quit and she literally had to take the whole financial load. He quit, stayed home, and played video games. Told her he no longer wanted to be a doctor anymore. He had dreams of doing other things. He just was having a problem getting started. You know, this is really, really, really important that you guys are smart about who you're picking. This is not about just finessing, getting a bag, scam, sis. This is really about your life, okay? Because this shit happens to people every day. Like, every day. This is not something that's just like, I'm not trying to tell you guys this stuff to be mean or anything like that. Like, people are really getting their lives ruined by guys every day. You know, it's not something that you're far removed from. Even if you look at these videos, like, I'm always watching the tarot videos. First of all, I love tarot myself. I wish I could read cards, you know. And I think it's so amazing. But if you look at the comments, look at these girls of all ages, okay? They're your age, older, whatever. And they're all still waiting. They're looking at cards. They're looking at videos for cards, trying to figure out when their ex from 2 years, 3 years, 5 years is going to come back. And they're just watching these videos 1,000 times a day. Like, when is my husband, my ex-husband is a Leo. Is he going to come back to me? Like, this is real life for people. This is real life for people. And this is what I'm trying to get you guys to avoid and be smarter about. You know, read the comments under these videos, even dating coaches, like these other dating coaches that are telling people, or people online that are like love gurus and shit. They're like telling people online, yeah, girl, you got to do this. And then you got to submit to your man. And then you got to do this. And then you got to do that. And then they're under the comments like, I've tried doing all of these things, but for some reason it's still not working for me. I tried doing this stuff. I did this. And I guess I just got to use my femininity. And I'm trying to get some crystals this week. And hopefully the love of my life will come my way. This is why I'm so serious about you guys not dating to latch on to people, but to date for your life. You know, this is everyday people. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world are sitting here basing their lives around men. You know, they don't have any vision outside of that. They don't have any vision outside of this guy picking them, this guy marrying them, this guy thinking about them. And when the guy can simply tell them, this is why I'm so serious about not going back to ghosters either, or allowing that. Because there are a lot of women who have been ghosted that are sitting right in the comments of your favorite videos. They're sitting right in the comments of these viral videos waiting on a ghoster too. And they've been waiting for years. Okay? They're waiting on love too. And they've been waiting for years. And they don't even see their life outside of it. They don't even see themselves outside of it. They don't see that there's actually happiness outside of it. And there's other options. And there's greater things for them. There's a lot of people like that. And that's why, you guys, it's so important. It's so important not to be basing your life around these men or getting picked by men. That's why my dating advice is not geared towards that. And as you can see, my clients are very successful because they don't base their lives around that. It's so real, you know? It's so real. Like, it's so real. Like, you guys got to understand, it's very easy to fall into those traps of the same women, the same traps that women fall for every day. You know, it's very, very easy. Like, it's very easy. And this is exactly why my advice is not geared towards you guys prioritizing men or pain around men or anything like that, because you can change your life. You can change it. People are doing it every day in my comments, in my DMs all day long, in my emails all day long. You can change your life. You don't need a matchmaker. You don't need a tarot reader. I mean, tarot is great. Tarot is great. You don't need an astrologer. You don't need to be compatible astrologically or something. You can literally have a happy life, you know? You can have a really, really happy life, you know? Like, you can have a really happy life without doing all of that, you know? It sounds so crazy and it sounds so out there, but you guys, I'm telling you, take a look. It's right there in front of your face that people are falling into these same traps. And it all starts here. It all starts from thinking that you have to work hard for men's attention. Thinking that you have to submit. thinking that you have to do these weird things to make them ask you on a date. They know, they know. And it's very important that you guys understand that they know. We are all human beings on the same earth, on the same earth. They know what they're supposed to be doing, Like, yep, they don't have an identity outside of men. It's really, really, it's really, really important that you guys understand that you guys, all the happiness that you want out of your love life is very possible for you to get. You just have to understand that. No, you have to know and make it clear to everybody that comes into your life that this is what's expected of them, and if they don't do these things, then they can't be a part of your life. That's just what it is. They cannot have sex with you. They cannot have contact with you. They cannot see you. If they don't do these things and show tangible proof that they want to be a part of your life, then they can't be a part of your life. Simple as that. That's simple as that. It's really as simple as that. Yeah, so glad you're acknowledging this. Even the smartest, most emotionally intelligent folks can make insane and irresponsible decisions for validation from their relationship to a man. Yes, I'm telling you, it's so common. And I really wish people would stop acting like they're so far like removed from it, because it's happening for people every day. People are doing these same things every day, and they're not different from me and you. They're not. They're not they're not these weirdos that live in a hut somewhere, or they all live in their own little country. No, these are people around you. They're right next to you. They're on social media liking the same things that you're liking. They're all around you. So it's important that you understand that you should not be going into dating prioritizing connections, prioritizing a man. You prioritize happiness. And if they are not bringing happiness toward in your life, then they are not trying to make you happy, and they need to be removed. Simple as that. Does not matter what your old connection was with them, what they did before, what you guys had, any of that. You have a whole future ahead of you to experience even more and brighter and even happiness that you've never seen before. A lot of these women that come to me for dating advice and who have sessions with me, they have never been on dates like this before. Never. They were going on coffee dates, car dates, and paying for men's stuff too. They have never been on dates like this before. And it didn't take much for them to access it, because once they changed their mindset around it and they said, okay, so this is what I want. This is why I ask everybody, what are you looking to improve? Because when they realized, they were like, look, this is what I want, and I'm not really about to accept anything less than this. It changed. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter what your trauma bond is. It doesn't matter how you grew up, okay? It doesn't matter. None of that matters. None of that matters. It doesn't matter what happened with your ex or what kind of relationships you had before. That's in the past now, boo. That's in the past now. Now we know, because we went through all of that, because we dealt with all of that, now we know what we don't want. And we know the signs that's there. And now we know, okay, so if this new jabroni try that stuff, oh, he's out of here. And that's it. That's it. He's out. So that's it, Like, that's what you want to be about. That's what you want to be about. Yes, it's all about unconditioning yourself to what you've been brainwashed to believe. Romance is to believe that romance is the end all be all. Exactly. You guys are whole beings. You guys are whole entire beings with immense potential that you haven't even unlocked yet. For whatever you can do. There's so many things that all of you guys are capable of doing. And you cannot focus all that potential on trying to create or putting all that drive and ambition and power into trying to make something happen with a man. Because what about all the potential you could be using to do something else? Like, it's just so much. It's so much that you need to realize about yourself, and so much that you have and like just right here, so much that you have right here in your brain, so much that you could do with your eyes, your mouth, your hands, your ears. There's so much that you have to access in yourself, in your life. You have not even began yet, you know? And focusing all that drive, ambition, and work into trying to lock down a man, you're wasting it. You're wasting it. You know? You're wasting it. Like, you're wasting it. Put it into whatever your passions are, whatever. And those dudes, they're going to catch up because they're going to see you glowing. They're going to catch up. They're going to want to catch up because they're going to be like, oh, this bitch building a whole fucking empire over here. Like, they're going to catch up because they're going to have to catch up, you know, because they're not going to have no choice but to catch up to keep up with you. You know, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. Okay, I will post this. Okay, actually, let me end it here and I'll restart again because I want to save it.